Hey listeners, this is Mindful Talks podcast. Welcome to the second episode of hashtag Unlocking Content Treasure. So there is a thin line of difference between a great UX writer and good UX writer. And today we're going to record this podcast with a very special content writer who's expert in design in terms of design content writing, and it is her zone. Like, she likes writing about the design stuff and whatnot. So yes, we're gonna explore 5 major points that every UX writer should keep in mind. So I really give a very warm welcome to Disha.
Thanks, Akash, for having me again. This topic sounds super interesting. Well, I can't wait to begin with it.
Absolutely. So without any further ado, let's start exploring the 5 points that every great UX writer should keep in mind.
Well, I believe the craft of UX writing and UX design go hand in hand and offer a desirable user experience. But the concept of these two topics are totally different altogether. But the purpose at the end of the day is absolutely same, which is offering an unforgettable user experience. Now that we have taken a deep dive into the concept of UX writing, let's discuss about the practices that great UX writers do follow. So let's begin with the first point, which is about how great UX writer perceive the project brief. Asking questions is what a great UX writer keeps on a prior note. He intends to ask the questions as long as he is not clear with the brief. His plan is ultimately to offer a great user experience with his copy. So he might push back if he thinks that the brief is a little incomplete or a bit unclear. So the second point is about how great writers negotiate. Well, you must be thinking negotiate in terms of what? Writing content as per design's alignment is the biggest hurdle that UX writers face. A great writer will always ask a designer to do certain changes in design alignments instead of cutting down on words, because content is not merely a text, it's a voice of a business.
I think I need to really learn from you about, like, is it really important that writers should double check the content?
Bang on! How did we reach on the same page? Well, this is exactly what my third point is about. Well, what a good writer does is that he checks with the grammar, punctuations, and certain other things, which makes a content look, of course, clear and succinct. But a great writer will make sure that the message is clearly delivered. He will do that simple test on his peers or maybe his friends just to ensure that he has written what exactly user was expecting or not. So coming to the fourth point, which is about good writers follow direction but great writers push back. So we must always defend our content as long as we hold a logical point. Great writers generally do not quickly agree to the revision request when it comes to their content as long as it's not rationalized in their mind. But that doesn't really mean that great writers don't do the revisions. It's just that they need to be assured if the problem is related to the text only, because sometimes that's not the case.
You have really explained it really nicely till now, and now we are moving towards the last but not the least pointers. So yes, please continue.
The last point is about how good writers check the product but great writers experience it. After the product is live or shipped, maybe, a good writer will always scrutinize the text. It's not like great writers are not concerned about their content, but great writers take the product with the user perspective. Great writers will make sure that they are satisfied with the product as a user and not just a writer.
Perfect. So yes, everyone loves good writers and everyone loves great writers as well. And what makes them great is, I think, 50 percentage of what you have said, and there are, I think, a lot of topics, or what we can say, a lot of points that a great UX writers should keep in mind, and we will surely record those remaining points as well. Like, कुछ भी कर लो बंटी, आप कुछ एक चीज में कवर नहीं कर सकते, है ना? So the thing is, we will be continuing such kind of series, such kind of episodes as well. And lastly, thank you so much for giving your valuable time and to guide all the writers, especially IT writers out there.
Didn't realize that we reached to the conclusion this early. I mean, Mindful Talks has given us the freedom to speak about our content and the perspective regarding writing. So I'm pretty thankful to you as well as to this platform. And yeah, looking forward to recording yet another episode. So yeah, until next time, thanks a lot.
So, yes, with this, let's end today's podcast. We'll see you in the next episode. Till then, keep on exploring good content. And to all the UI UX designers, shout out to you. Bye bye.